take the ride. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. Hatcher is the master of MTG lore. Live streams and videos are never a bore. Streams are fun and super chaotic. You'll be back as it's all hypnotic. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the Boy. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe. one, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe.
This special episode of Hatcher Streams was filmed live in front of a stupid audience. What's up? What's up, my friends? How you doing? How you doing? It's 2 nights before Christmas. We all know how it works. There's the night before Christmas, and then there's 2 nights before Christmas where I tell you guys to get fucked, right? So let's grab the live stream link, share it in the Discord, and then you can all go to hell because it's the holiday roast, bitches. All right. Let's get the link shared out. And there we go. That's good. That's good. So now it's time for hellos. So what's up? Aang, Jess, Kenzuki, James P, Shelton, Death, Yamagoro, Millmaster, Dominic, Gossip, Bob, Goddard, Bull Falcon. What's up, you fucking degenerates? How are you doing? Christmas is in a couple of days. So I have arrived today to hang out and talk some shit. Talk about some Christmas stuff. No, Jess, there's no wheel. So you can just have an insult, you fucking grundle-licking chud. You greasy, roadkill-chewing donkey boy. All right, James P's Super Chat says, I'm feeling called out. Oh, did I say numpty clown boy who sets up the most ridiculous Halloween display because he's afraid of death, but no amount of skeletons on the front yard are going to change the fact that the Grim Reaper's coming for you, ugly. All right, but you are Lord of the Board, so at least you've done one thing worthwhile in your fucking life, bro. That's what they'll put on your tombstone. James P was Lord of the Board. Oh man. So yeah, it's been an enjoyable Christmas season. I mean, let me be very clear because I know people are like, bro, where have you been? What's going on? The universe is just like uppercutting me in the dick. You guys remember when I was like, hey, guess what? My fucking grandma died. After I was like, my uncle died. Well, like 2 days ago, my other grandma died. My mom calls me up out of the blue and I'm like, oh, good. Oh, it's just everybody. So like for real, life has been insane. And that's all I'm going to say about anything that's going on in that regard. And then we're going to get right back to the insults. So here we go. Take these right here. Here's your fucking Christmas Yule logs. You can sit and spin. Ball Falcon, you did try and send me and Carly some gifts. Well, thanks, buddy. Said tracking won't say it'll get there January 7th. Hopefully sooner. Probably later. We are living in a hellscape where the post offices are all working in conjunction to make my balls ache at fucking terminal velocity, bro. Like, you don't even get it, man. Canada Post went on fucking strike originally, full on, where, like, last year they went on strike around Christmas time to try and bring everything to its knees, but it didn't work out the way they wanted it to for their negotiations. So this time they did a full on one earlier in the year and then switched it to like a shifting rotation of stuff. So they basically are like, everything's slower. And it's like, great. So we got Canada Post doing that. And then on the United States Postal Service side of things, apparently there's like multiple. There's this big, you know what? Fuck it, bro. I got it on my phone, son. Don't you think I don't got the receipts? If you think I have the receipts, it's because you're fucking stupid and ugly and smelly and unlikable. And the list just goes the fuck on, right? So don't even think that I don't have it somewhere. And it's going to take me a while. Old man on his phone looks for thing, right? Let's see what the warning is. Okay, we got A whole bunch. Like there's just this big fucking red warning thing right up there at the top, son. You see that shit? So it says winter weather in Great Lakes and northeastern U.S. and flooding impacts in Pacific Northwest may delay final delivery of package. And then when you like read more, it's like natural disasters are happening everywhere, flooding, winter weather, service disruptions, and you're like, so like Shelton sent out a package. There hasn't been an update since the 9th. He sent it out 3 weeks ago. So these packages are probably going to show up like June, but that's exciting. In Chicago. Sean, that's the thing. Yeah, Chicago. Chicago ain't that far. It's not that far. Like, I don't think it is, at least. Chicago's not that far from, like New York's right by the fucking border, bro. I don't know. There's stuff going on. So, mail is taking forever, right? It's going to take its time. The good news is, it's fun. The trickle that shows up afterwards, like here and there, pop, 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 is a satisfying enjoyable experience. So it's fine that it doesn't show up on time, you know? James P. about 10 hours from me. There you go. I don't know what the deal is. Stuff just like I've had, I mean, in the craziest scenarios that weren't just straight up the thing went missing and never arrived, because that has definitely happened. The craziest one was Synthetic sent out like one of those flat like U.S. postal boxes, and the corner had been torn out of it, and a bunch of stuff had fallen out, but they had gotten all the contents and kind of shoved it in, and it was just like a horror show of loose magic singles, bro, like foils and stuff that had just taken a beating, and like in there was some like magic historical artifacts in terms of like unopened packs of sleeves and stuff that were decades old. Like he had sent some interesting antiquities, and the postal service, I mean, to their credit, it took them forever to get it all sorted, but they found it and got it to me eventually. Oh, wait, Towns, now you're James Sus 27? Huh? Well, I mean, I can't say that I'm happy you're still alive, right? So there's that. Oh, Dominic, you want to talk? Look at that. You want to talk about sending me a loot deck? Bo Falcon's not even having it. Not on the. This is a family show. This is a family show, you stupid bastard. And loot's not for fucking families. Loot is some corporate mind fuck garbage. You don't want it. Do you know they made Honk If You Love Loot bumper stickers? Like, they're trying to force loot so hard that it makes you think of that stupid chick movie where it's just like, stop trying to make fetch happen or whatever. Is that what they say? I don't know. There's a chick who says something stupid throughout the movie, and the one chick's like, stop trying to make this stupid thing happen. That's loot. I think it's fetch. Towns, you don't know why your name is like that? Because YouTube has decided you can eat ass. Whatever your handle name is what it's going to be. Actually, the real reason is, to tell you, it's Scamalama Ding Dongs. Because your name can be like what it is now. Like, I'm James Sussy McGee. But then you can change your name to Trident. And then you can walk around going, I'm the Trident Gum Company. And then when people go, I can't chew on what's happening. I can't chew on what the Trident Company's saying. And then the Trident Company goes out a bit. Wait, do they make Trident Gum anymore? I haven't seen it on the shelves. Is Trident out of business? Hold on. This is important. We gotta. You guys don't matter. Trident matters. The accuracy of my rant. Trident Gum. Is it still Trident Gum? Okay, guys. You can all breathe a sigh of relief. Trident Gum is still a thing. We're okay. Christmas is saved. Concrete, you've missed my face. Don't beat off to my streams, you fucking scuzzbucket, bro. I don't even want this shit, you fucking McGee. This is what you get now, bro. You're happy to see my face? Fuck you. You deserve to be unhappy. Like, if you're gonna tug off to this, you gotta pay. You gotta fucking pay, son. Right? Hey, speaking of paying, Bill Bastard! Oh, yeah, Super Chat says loot is for abuse. Yeah, you know what? I'm back. We're back. For that one, we're back. I'm good. You can see me again. Not you, Concrete, you freak, but everybody else. All right, Millmaster, use the new Lord of the Board, big boy. Oh, Millmaster is an unwashed hose bag. Yo, you ever wonder what the Chupacabra's like? Millmaster has a fucking 10-page manifesto on how he would suck the Chupacabra's dick, bro. He's created detailed images of what he thinks this cryptozoological dong looks like. He's all like fucking Richard Attenborough, but just for the Chupacabra's ball bag and junk. What a freak! What a freak that man is! What a dumb degenerate. You know? Just fucking trash. Just a trash person. And there's no laws against making children. Like, for real. A woman was lied to and had her self-esteem lowered enough to have a kid with him. And, like, the government didn't even step in and take it away, which is fucking insane. There are no rules. Society is fucking doomed. It's very, very apparent to me. You know? What up, Habanero, you fucking freak show, you degenerate. Stay away from the old ladies, man. Stop it. It's fucking flu season. You're gonna be sending them to the morgue, buddy. What up, Hot Dice? Jess, you're worried where my mind has gone to think of and gather these insult abilities? Pretty dark, scary. Well, you know what they say, bro. You know what they say about the people who are really funny. Zircom, what's up? He's finally here after he's fashionably late after spending 15 minutes farting into his own fucking pizza oven. That's how he gets the flavor that he likes. It's the weirdest thing that you'll ever see. I mean, you don't want to see it, but this guy literally fills his own personal stone pizza oven with farts before he cooks his pizzas to give it the flavor that he wants it to. Fuck you, Zircon. Fuck you and your pizza oven. You pretentious fucking dick nose. You sicken me on a level that is unfathomable. I literally do not have the words to express my disgust for you, bro. Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. Habanero, you're hooking up with a gilf on Christmas. Santa's bringing you claws because you've been such a good boy. Yeah, that lady's gonna have a fucking heart attack when fucking chimney comes down, when Santa comes down the chimney. Here comes Santa with his big fat pack. Oh shit, is she dead? Oh. Make sure she drinks her Ovaltine or whatever, bro. Hey, Buffalo Goon! Gifted memberships! That's good, but it will never absolve you of being a fucking weirdo, hairless twink. He fucking works in the grocery store and he just likes to fucking hide amongst the vegetables and undulate. Oh, okay. Okay. Concrete, you fucking degenerate, bro. First you're trying to tug it to me, and now you're like, Gabriel, tell me more about your career. Listen, bro, we're not having some fucking weird romance novel shit where you're all fucking heavy breathing to Habanero talking about his fucking Christmas date with an old lady, right? Like, it's all kinds of levels of wrong. This is the kind of shit that makes me realize I should shut down my channel. And this is you guys want to know why I haven't been here? This is why. You people are why. Because of this shit. This isn't some kind of fucking jack-off booth, bro. You know what I mean? Shit, man, what's up? Thanks for the super chat. There's no message in it. Just like you fucking sent me a message on Facebook. You sent me a message on Facebook, you rat fuck, and then you fucking deleted it. Why did you fucking delete it? Why do people do that? Why do you send a message and then delete it? The only possible conclusion is to think, of something negative. It's gotta be something negative. Like you told me, fuck you, I hate you. And then you're like, wait, I changed my mind. I don't want you to know that. Delete. But you fucking said it. You fucking said it. What did you say? And then I also worried, are you okay? I literally got a Facebook message from fucking him going, and he just deleted it. And then I sent him a message, are you okay? And then fucking days go by. Days go by. You sent another explaining why? Well, it must have been in the last fucking day, I guess, because I haven't seen it. But yeah, why delete messages? What are you doing? Dragon Raider, what's up? Merry Christmas. Well, fuck you, buddy. You don't get to decide what my Christmas is like. What if I want to be miserable? Why you gotta try and control people? Everyone's like, oh, have a Merry Christmas. Have a bullshit Christmas, bro. I hope all your presents are just like enough that you're like, well, people put in effort, but barely put in effort. So it shows that they just kind of care enough to do the routine, but not to go above it because you don't fucking matter. Welcome to the holiday roast, bitch. Oh. Oh, people are fucking stupid, man. People are dumb. I'm not going to single out particular comments right now because then I got to go and delete them. Or if I do single them out, then I am going to go and delete them. But people are fucking dumb. And you just read the comment and like, you're a fucking idiot. You know that? Like, for real. If you fucking told me what you're saying in this comment right now for real, and to my face, I would go, you're an idiot, bro. If you think for a second that I give a fuck that you feel this way, the way you've expressed yourself shows to me that you're not even worth fucking caring about your feelings, bro. You're a fucking fool. And if you think for a second that I'm gonna be like, oh no, I need to reevaluate my totally reasonable position on things because you're a fucking child and an idiot, get fucked, moron. You know what I mean? Are you upset about anything I've said in a video about magic? Eat the entirety of my ass, you fucking loser. I don't give a fuck, son. I don't fucking take notes and go, oh, what did Crybag Donnie Dickbag say? Oh, let me make sure I don't do that again. Fuck him, whiny little hose. That's you. Fuck you. I'm busy. I'm doing shit. I'm living life, bro. Okay? I can't believe you even have the time to leave this worthless crap. Get a fucking real hobby. Do something. The only time I send messages to Mike is if they point at his failures in some drastic or poignant way. You're not even doing it right. Like, what you have to do is only address my failures, even if they're minute. You know, it's just like, oh yeah, sure, like everything else you said in this video is right, but you didn't know this one guy was on the fucking pro tour for this year and you call yourself the Magic Historian? Yeah, I do. And? You call yourself a fucking historian and you don't know everything about everything? Yup. That's how that works. So, knock yourself out, bitch. Dominic Super Chat says, I celebrated the Christmas spirit by letting people into the cells for 30 minutes. The stink in your store must just be unbearable. Like, back there in the jail, I picture you taking the Magic players into the back of your store and fucking stripping them down like that movie, like Powder. You know how the guy in Powder looks at the dudes in the change room? I figure you looking at the fucking nerdy, greasy, like, here's the thing, man. We all know how it works, right? What kind of people want to be teachers? People who want to be around kids, right? Right? Some of them want to be around kids to teach. Some of them want to be around kids for more nefarious reasons. So, like, Dominic's like that, but with fat, greasy, unwashed gamers. So it's like, if you like smelly, unwashed, gross dudes and you just really want to be like around them and breathe in their smell and maybe brush up against them because the store's just a little too small and the tables and everything, they're just a little too big. So I guess I'm going to have to brush up against you, unwashed Billy. Like, that's the perfect place. A Magic the Gathering shop is the perfect place to rub up on the most unwashed, like, humans you can fucking taste. Like, I don't know how you've managed to be the equivalent of a homeless guy without being fucking homeless. You can afford all these Magic cards, but like, that's what we're talking about. And so he's created a place where he can lick their taste off the walls. Like, you just bring in these stank lords all week And then, you know, like when you smoke cigarettes, how the fucking walls turn yellow? Well, the fucking filth of these people just kind of coats the walls. And then, like a fucking suckerfish, in an aquarium, the kind you get to suck the moss off, he licks the walls of his fucking game store to absorb the disgusting essence while he, like, rubs against the walls. He's drumming the walls, bro. Anyways, that's the story of his business, and that is fact. Ballwagon says, this is great. I needed some good laughs before I go to bed. Hatcher brings the holiday cheer, cooking the best roast for all us to eat. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Jess, yeah, you're right. I don't need to be roasted back. The universe has been handing it down to me. But hey, whatever. You know what? You got a point. Caring about people is the best part. So it sucks when you lose them, but what you gonna do? What up, Nova? What's going on? Lewis? Joe, your bones hurt. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. Nova, you're new to Magic, and you've enjoyed my videos. Excellent. I'm glad that you've enjoyed them and the humor. A lot of people do enjoy them. Some people definitely don't. It's funny when you tell people, it's like, yeah, you can find hate posts of people talking about me, and it's just like, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of posts. And you're just like, wow, there's a lot of people shit talking me. And then sometimes they get derailed. One of the ones that made me laugh the most was like, it had so many posts. And then I'm like, wait, the number one comment's not even about me. They're talking about somebody else. Because these people so want to talk shit and so want to hate on people. They're like, I can't even just start on this one guy. I got to get on this other guy. And you just look at it and go, they're having fun. Right? My friends would get worked up about that. Actually, I hung out with my best friend today. That shit would set him off, man. That was like, I remember that was just with the Keyforge. When I got into the Keyforge for like a month, there was already posts popping up. Because I got a polarizing personality. People love it. People fucking hate it, right? There's people neutral to it too, but, you know, it tends to polarize. So, same thing happened with the whole fucking thing in Keyforge. People were shit talking me. I thought it was funny. And I shared it on my Facebook. And then my fucking friends looked at it or whatever. And like the whole thing was super funny to me because these people were shit talking me. And one random person came in and was like, yo, so you guys are saying wild, like these guys were saying wild shit. You know the wild shit I've been saying about you guys? Same level. Like they're just saying insane shit about me. And somebody just comes in and goes, and this is just some random guy, just the voice of reason going, so do any of you have anything to back up any of this? Or are we just shitting on this guy for nothing? Like, kind of thing. And then they were like, that's him. That's the guy. Saying it was me. I'm like, that's... So I made an account and went in and I'm like, here I am. What's up, idiots? Fuck you. And they went, that's not him when it's me. And I'm just like, this is so ridiculous. And so I shared the whole thing online because I thought it was funny. And my best friend got pissed, man. He got fucking pissed. He was like, he made a list of the people's names. So I was at his house a couple days later, and we're hanging out, and we go to leave, and I look, and there's a list of usernames on a piece of paper. And I'm just like, why are these ringing a bell? Like, why do I recognize this? And I'm like, this is... And I looked at him, I'm like, is this a list of people who were talking shit about me, like, on the Keyforge stuff? And he's like, yeah, man, it fucking pissed me off, bro. And, like, I was like, what are you doing? You don't need to make a list and try and get at people. This is crazy. So I learned that I can't share that information with my friends going, oh, this is funny. Because to me, it's funny. Like, Carly will go, what are you laughing about in there? I'm like, these people are talking shit about me and it's hilarious. Like, they're so mad about nothing. I know I haven't done anything to anybody, so I don't feel bad. I don't care. Go ahead, get as worked up as you want. It's fucking hilarious. So I thought I'd share it to other people, but they get worked up and I'm like, okay, I can't. Dominic, it's a longer insult than you expected, but it's exactly what you deserved. Kamba, what's up, bro? How you doing? Oh, guy, they aren't cool enough to understand? That's right, man. I'm just too edgy. They don't get me. Oh, hey. I heard a ding, but I was too busy talking shit. Kamba, you fucking ball bag. Oh, shit. Oh, we got a new Lord of the Board. He's coming in hard, just the way your fucking mother likes it. Concrete, I don't know. It's like the Pokemon stuff, I don't know. Like Walmart and things like that, just stop carrying all that because people are lunatics. The local game stores have limited amounts, and depending on the store, will just either sell it off, whatever, or like you're only gonna sell a bit to particular people, you know? It's not something I pay a ton of attention to, honestly. I know Pokemon's like a fucking dumpster fire, so. Come on, fat dog in it. Jess, we pay for insult. Just give it away for free for Christmas. He's like, Sad, you gotta leave out nothing. What? No, fuck you, bro. I want cookies, you bitch. You got to give me some cookies, you fucking wang. Bro, you're a shitty chicken wing, you know? Like the kind, there's two different kinds of chicken wings. There's a drumstick, which is just okay enough. And then there's that other shitty wing where there's like no meat unless you're a weirdo who eats the fucking dark little nub meat and all that other jank. I don't even know how you eat that. Like, how do you even look at yourself in the fucking mirror if you eat all that weird crap off the wings? Don't you know how fucking far we've made it up the evolutionary chain now? You don't have to eat the crappy parts, bro. At all. At all. But you're intentionally doing it and getting robbed for it? We got a fucking pizza combination with wings. And they're so like whatever. You just go, these aren't great, and you pay so much for it. It's like $700 a pound, and it's all fucking bone. You're getting boned. It's like it's the only place that I will get chicken wings is when I'm at a buffet because it's included. So I'm not getting fucked. I paid one. Well, I'm getting hosed overall. I'm paying them more than I can possibly eat. I'm not taking that challenge. I can't eat enough to equal the money cost, but it's included. So it does. It's just take whatever you want, and I don't feel like I'm getting fucked over. Hey, Millmaster, dropping the memberships. Kamba, you hope me and Barley are well. She's going to get a kick over when I tell her it auto-corrected it to Barley. It's been a while. Has there been any good lore? Okay, here's the thing about Magic lore. It's like, I'm currently in a I've given up hope kind of vibe. But part of that might just be the way that life has kind of affected my overall view of things. So maybe that's what it is. But we're going back to in-universe stuff. We've got the Lorwyn, we've got the Lorwyn Eclipsed, and we've got the Strixhaven set. But like the stuff that they're focusing on feels like a waste of time and is stupid. And so I had a hard time getting into this. Like, it's not Aether Drift level bad, where Chandra's talking about the paparazzi and her dad driving cars fast and speeding tickets. It's not that level. We are at least in the fantasy settings that we're accustomed to. But they're just the same way that they focused on Narset having an autistic panic attack and presuming people's genders to calm down. And that's not some sort of exaggerated statement. That's a literal statement of what was written into the lore for Tarkir. And like, extra details are fantastic for world building. However, when you only get 5 or 6, maybe 10 article length world building entirely, spending that much time and energy thinking about that and contributing that into the story feels like you're getting robbed. They're like not spending the time building out the world, and it's just like, here's this thing that we are attempting to use from a marketing perspective. And so it's happening with the Lorwyn Eclipse story is actually the story of Strixhaven students going to Lorwyn, which in its own way would be fine, because when you go somewhere to explore, going along with somebody who's not accustomed to that place, it's like we're all feeling the same thing. He's confused by the things we're confused by. He's a fish out of water. We're a fish out of water with him, right? So instead of having to exposition to us, here's how it feels to be in this world, you experience that with the characters, right? So with the new, like, I'm no problem with them going, well, we're going to do Strixhaven soon, so why not have Strixhaven students visit Lorwyn? I have no problem with that. But I do have an issue with how stilted the characters feel. Now, I haven't read the entire story, and there could actually be a lot of cool lore, because the conceptual changes to the world of Lorwyn are actually interesting, and you may be able to enjoy it more from the card perspective, but from the written lore perspective, the way that they summarize the characters, you have a deaf owl, an owl humanoid called an owlin. You have a deaf owl humanoid who uses a hearing aid. You have a non-binary vampire who, instead of running from danger, explains to the danger, or like, no, what am I trying to say here? When they're in danger, they're still taking time to explain, they're stopping and taking time to explain their pronouns instead of running for their lives. And it's just like, it's not even how people would act in the first place. So it's just forced in there. The non-binary vampire shit isn't actually nearly as obnoxious as the owl with the hearing aid, because it's incredibly confusing. You have an owl which has a problem with its hearing, and so you'd use magic to correct that. This owl is going to Strixhaven, which is a magical fucking university that actually has a library with the most dangerous and powerful spells ever created. It literally has a catalog of all the most powerful spells. Healing somebody's hearing would be such a tiny little thing to do. But they're like, we want to have people with hearing aids in it, so this owl has a hearing aid. And also, the hearing aid like doesn't work that good. So there's some crashing off in the bushes, and this guy can hear it, but the owl lady with the hearing aid can't. And it's like, so you made a magical hearing aid that doesn't, like, owls have really good hearing, and you didn't make a hearing aid that matches the length of that? No, and on top of that, here's how the hearing aid works. She has to use sign language, and then after her sign language, then it broadcasts a telepathic message into people's heads, the thing that she just said. And it's like, so there's a time delay between when she's going to talk to people and when it happens? Yup. And it requires physical movement? Yup. And so this student is just sent out into the forest with a limited ability to hear that they could instantly heal her perfectly, and she wouldn't need any kind of hearing aid at all. The magic to regenerate people is everywhere. And so there's no, like, it becomes cruel. It makes all of the professors at the university cruel because they persist in allowing this to happen, where it's like, there must be a couple of you who would just be like, I'm just going to cast a spell on you and heal you up real quick. Okay, your ears are fixed and now you're back to normal. Feels good, doesn't it? You know what I mean? And they'd be like, back to normal? What? Yeah, like, that's what we want as a society, is to fucking heal people to maximum capacity. The point of a hearing aid is to try and fix somebody's hearing and give them more of a normal or fully capable life. However you want to look at it, we all know that being deaf is a disability. And if you could magically heal all disabilities like that, why wouldn't you? And so your brain just gets caught on it and goes, you're at Strixhaven. Why, though? Why can she not hear? Why is there this delay? And they're like, because we can go owl the hearing aid. No, I meant from like in a story. No, but story, marketing, dipshit. Like, also, nobody really seems to care about the lore. I wonder why. It's not like it's hollow fucking garbage. Like, for real, I shouldn't be spending any of my energy thinking about this. I don't go into the story going, oh, I want to find things to pick apart. I don't. I go into the story going, please, I just want to enjoy myself. I want to be absorbed. And then my brain just logically picks at things and goes, we're in a world of magic. This hearing aid? And I'm like, well, there's got to be a reason for it. And you follow through and I'm like, it's significantly worse? I don't understand. There's no acceptable reason for it. So yeah, it's just like, it's boring. Like, there are people who get really worked up about it and go, oh, we gotta go to war and push back. But like, at the end of the day, you don't. It's a corporation making a poor product, and the results they get is that people just don't fucking engage with it. Some people enjoy the story. That's cool. And there are enjoyable elements to it. Like the fact that this goblin stumbles in and wakes up this god. Oh, here we go. This god's just awake now. Shit's about to get crazy. But there's not enough time spent in the story in the first place. And there's too much time spent on things that don't actually world build in any way. And are totally like, we're doing, hey, check us out. And it's like, give me a good story, bro. That trumps everything. You can literally have whatever you want in a good story. That's the reality. You know, the IPs that you're bringing over, the people love that have good stories. That's why they're into them, bro. Millmaster, yeah, it's definitely desperate. It sure is. Heavy Metal, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the roast stream, you fucking ugly Magoo. You know why he's called Heavy Metal, guys? It's not because he likes heavy metal music. It's because his fucking mom's blood was full of various heavy metals, and that's why he was born all fucked up like he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Lead and all kinds of other weird shit in his mama's fucking bloodstream, and then you end up with one of those fucking weirdo Gorp babies. That's heavy metal. He's fucking embraced it. He's owned what he is. Nova, you're real into the Phyrexian lore? The original Phyrexian lore is awesome. If you go back, go check out the Brothers War and all that. Here's the crazy thing. I have 5 YouTube channels. One is just magic lore videos. There's like 150 lore videos over there. The entirety of the Brothers War. I love the Phyrexians. They brought the Phyrexians back and they were like, we're amping it up. Check it out. You can become a Phyrexian with the tiniest little bit of Phyrexian oil on you. And I'm like, that actually does amp it up. I'm like, okay, all right. It's like ultra zombies, where before it'd be like, hey, if they're going to turn you a Phyrexian, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort, not just a little bit of oil. And now it's like ultra infection. You're a Phyrexian. Let's go. And they're Phyrexianizing the Weatherlight, and they're turning all these different planeswalkers into Phyrexians. And you're like, okay, that's pretty intense. And at the end of the story, they're like, we want to unphyrexianize these planeswalkers, so we're gonna use this magic to draw out their planeswalker spark so it's not damaged. We're gonna heal out their bodies, remove all the Phyrexianness from them, and then put their planeswalker sparks back into them. Now this process is so insane that it's actually going to consume the life of this elf as a result, right? We're gonna lose this legendary elf. She's given up her life to do this, and and then you've gotten Tahiri. So the huge crazy way that they make like Ajani and Nissa back into Phyrexians, requiring sacrifice, this massive ritual. So Nahiri just like stopped being a Phyrexian. Okay, I want you to imagine that this is a Phyrexian spike, okay? My head has a Phyrexian spike on it. Here's how Nahiri stopped being a Phyrexian. This is the lore. That's what she did. She pulled the Phyrexian parts off of her. Gets better. Her hands at the time, she was fucking Edward Blade hands. She just had blades for hands. How'd she pull the Phyrexian parts off? Bitch, she didn't even have fingers. But on top of just pulling all the Phyrexian parts off, you know what she did? She pulled her Planeswalker spark out of herself and put it in a rock. Why did she do that? Shh, don't ask that. Don't ask that. Because you got to hear what happens next. What happens next is really epic. You might be saying, how did she pull her spark out of her? Why did she pull her spark out of it? But listen, she put it in a rock, okay? And then she dropped the rock. And the rock broke. And she lost her Planeswalker spark. So she stopped being a Phyrexian because she pulled the Phyrexian bits off her. She yanked her own Planeswalker spark. Which, you're new to this? That's not the thing you can do. Nobody can do that. It's like if you could just go like this and make your heart pop out of your body. I'm just going to go like, woo, and then my heart pops out. Like, that's the equivalent, bro. That's the equivalent, okay? So she just makes her beep. She makes her heart pop out, puts it in a rock, drops the rock, and the rock breaks. And she goes, oh no! Like, that's the fucking written lore! That is not hyperbolic. That is not exaggerating. I'm not adding anything to that, bro. So they just went, everybody who was a Phyrexian got better somehow. They put that in the lore for Thunder Junction or something. They're like, Liliana just got better somehow. Like, they literally are just rubbing it in your face. It's hilarious. Give up on the lore being as good as it was. But it could theoretically get better. They're writing an entire novel for Strixhaven. And when you have an entire novel, you can actually put in your crap, like, I'm going to stop to tell you I'm a they, them. You can put that in. You've got enough room if you want, if it makes you happy. I don't care. Every book I've written has stuff in it that's not good. No book is perfect. Like, even awesome fantasy novels, like Dragonlance novels, have like 2 pages of, and then Gold Moon sang the song of her tribe. And I'm like, I don't want to read your fucking song, bro. I don't want to read your song. I hate when you listen to an audiobook and you get to the part, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to you sing this song in this book, bro. I'm not interested. It always sucks. There has never been like, what a good song. Some of the fucking Tolkien ones are fun, but like, the songs in fucking, in high fantasy novels almost always suck. Okay, hold up, buddy. Hold up. I was ranting. Hey, Finn. Thanks for the Steam game action, bro. You're the man. That No More Hero shit is wild, bro. It's wild. Is the Planeswalker's Park located near the spleen? Your guess is as good as mine, bro. Yeah, I'm about to point out on the doll where your spark is. That's funny. I think maybe you can push it out your butthole. Like, you can probably your spark. Oh, so yeah, I guess, you know what? We talked about the lore enough. And whatever, there's no reason not to grab here. I'm going to grab the link for my lore channel. And if you go back and watch some of the older videos on the channel, the Time Stream Chronicles, the Brothers War, that's the older lore. And it's great. Some of the newer stuff is definitely more hit and miss depending. Okay, so we pop it in here. There we go. Perhaps the real story is all the money wizards made along the way. Yeah, that's the story they're carrying. That's the story they care about. That's true. That's true. Magic is not Funko Pop. It's close. It is close. I mean, Funko Pops, like, most of them do nothing for me. There are properties that I like enough. Like, for example, there's like the Brothers War. There's Urza and Yawgmoth Funkos, right? And there's not much. When there's something that you really enjoy and there's just not many iterations of it in existence, like, you can't get little statues of Urza and Yawgmoth, really. So that, I think that Funkos are on the low end of the scale with their kind of fucking dead eyes or whatever, but there's that little slice where I'm like, I can get down with a couple of them. It's like, yep, a couple of them are fun. They're cool. They're cool. Combat, did I ever do the original books like Arena? I thought about it. Like, originally I was going to do Arena as the first book, but I was so daunted by trying to figure out how to do lore videos because I didn't really have an approach for it that I just kind of let it slide. And then I was reading the Time Stream novel and thinking about the first day of Karn's existence when he popped into life as a golem and how insane it was. And I went, this is actually a great subject for my first lore video. So I started like all of the lore basically a couple chapters into the first book of, the second or third book. It's a terrible place to start, honestly, from the perspective of making it easy for people to watch on it. It's not great. It's not great. Like, the things that people ask about the most on that channel are, where do I go on the Time Stream Chronicles? I watched them up to here. Where do I go next? So every once in a while I go through the comments and try and direct people to where they need to be because it was my first foray into it and I fucked it up. And so I messed it up on multiple levels. I tried to disentangle the different stories and tell the stories of each individual. Instead of telling the story of the book, why don't I take each person's story from the book and make separate videos for them? But the problem is the stories like overlap so much and I didn't know what I was doing, so you end up with videos that seemed very samey and it confused people. So ultimately there's a little bit of confusion with that. But yeah, the whole Funko Pop, like the Brothers War stuff, that there's not much when it comes to that stuff. Not a lot of cool physical things to have. The Wizards made that amazing Power Stone set that they gave out to creators, and if I had been a good boy and wasn't on the naughty boy list, then maybe I might have been considered for one of those. So every once in a while I'm like, man, it would have been all right if I was somehow in a different universe somebody who was in Wizards good books and got one of those, because I like that shit. It's cool. It's cool. Concrete, Home Alone. Have fun, buddy. Home Alone 2? Yeah, Chim, the early books are definitely different from when we start to follow Urza and everything like that. Because in the first novel, the Planeswalker in it is barely there, right? He's basically the end aspect of the story. And you're actually following mostly just summoned cards and not like summoned legendary cards. Like, here's a Benelish hero, here's a Juggernaut, this kind of crap, right? It's adorable. It's adorable in its way. Oh, okay. Here's some fucking wild, weird shit. So cryptozoology, whenever I've heard cryptozoology, I've always been like, these are people who think Bigfoot is real and are trying to legitimize, they're trying to legitimize made up shit. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, Bigfoot's real. Cryptozoology is a study of these creatures and whatever, right? So it's just like, cryptozoology has always felt like a way to try and gussy up deranged, stupid fairy tales and shit and pretend that they're real. But I saw something from a purely intellectual discussion standpoint, the same way you would discuss monsters and spells from Dungeons and Dragons, that I found to be absolutely fucking fascinating. And if cryptozoology, and I don't mean people actually saying the shit is real, but cryptozoology in just discussing mythical creatures and all this kind of shit, then there's some interesting stuff there, because it was literally talking about what was it? Santa Claus. And how Santa Claus is related to genies. Santa Claus is a distantly related cousin to genies and other wish-granting entities. All right? And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, you want to love them all together. That didn't really get my attention. I'm surprised, actually, that I read enough to get as far as I did. But there was like another sentence or two, because it was like, okay, yeah, he's a distant cousin to genies. I'm like, okay, I see it. Yep, grant wishes, because Santa does. Like, you tell Santa what you want. If you're a good person, you fulfilled the contract, you get the presents. That's how it works, right? What up, Megatron? What's going on, Takashi? So, basically, where it got really interesting for me was it said that, like, there was some shit where they had classifications for them. Like, this got, like, technical and specific in ways that I found to be hilariously obtuse, honestly. But, like, when you look at it through the lens of somebody just creating intense D&D lore about creatures, I'm pretty cool. So, the idea goes like this. Santa Claus and other wish-granting entities sustain themselves by feeding on essentially erased possibilities, right? So you've fucking obviously heard the whole, there's a million different parallel universes or whatever. Every time you're about to fart and you decide to hold it in or push, in the universe where you decided to push, oops, you squeezed one out into your pants and now you have to go to the bathroom and now you got into a fight with this guy out there in the hallway in your dorm or whatever. But in the universe where you held it in, you didn't fight with Gary. And so those two parallel universes go on and whatever, right? So the idea would be is if you held it in, then the universe where you pushed it out never exists, right? There's only one. Those other realities get eaten by the wish-granting entities. And so under normal circumstances, you can only really create a few different possibilities at any one moment, right? Like you could have the possibility of going down right or left down this fucking road or whatever, right? And there's a few other things. Maybe you sneeze, maybe whatever. But like there's a limited amount of possibilities. But if I give you a wish, now you can wish for anything, right? This is like the Schrodinger's box, Schrodinger's cat kind of vibe where until you wish for something, this wish is infinite possibility. As soon as you wish for something and lock it into that thing, that wish can no longer be anything else. So instead of basically, I'm going to go right or left, one doesn't happen, that existence gets eaten out of reality, bam. Now it's like, oh, I wished for this one thing, which means I didn't wish for every other thing that could have been wished for in this instance, which isn't an infinite amount of things, but it is an astronomical amount of things. And then all of those separate realities would be consumed by the wish granting entity as their sustenance. So entities that can grant wishes on that level would be able to garner the most of that because there's the most possibilities being eliminated by the certainty that's caused by that wish. Like that shit is genuinely interesting to me. I read it and went, this is really cool. Yeah, I chewed on that for a while and that's a really interesting idea. And then they went way further with it, and I just was like, okay, this next step of stuff, I don't know if I'm here for all this insanity, right? Isn't that what a weeping angel is? They send you to the past and feed on your unrealized existence. Yeah, that would be some kind of variant of, I'm guessing, or there might be some other category, right? Defective. Oh, you're checking out the new Batman stuff and they're doing a good job. Well, I'm glad they're doing some good stuff with other things. You know, it's not like everything is terrible. It's not like everything is terrible now. Some things have gotten worse. Some things have gotten better. Can't say I'm 100% happy with the way that things have gone with Magic, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can hope that it gets better. Who knows? I'm curious to see what the future's going to bring, but I'll tell you this right now. The old Dragonlance novels, mwah, bro. I read some of the Magic lore. I read some other stuff. And I just popped on like a Dragonlance audiobook because there's like a couple on YouTube just kicking around, right? I was like, all right, put it on. I was like, man, I forgot how good this old writing is and how enjoyable the story is. The characters, everybody feels distinct and interesting. Is mostly enjoyable. Nothing's perfect. There's always flaws. The books have the same fucking thing with the songs. Oh, the songs. So tedious. But whatever, right? Kamba, isn't that crazy? They created his outfit. Like, Coca-Cola didn't really codify everything about Santa Claus, but they did bring in that, like, iconic red outfit that became his thing, which is funny because the initial idea was to try and let's try and tie Santa to our branding. Our logo is like red and white. Let's tie it to it. But it has been adopted on such a high societal level that nobody really knows that it's Coke. It's only mentioned by people in the, hey, I know a thing I'm going to bring up. Random tidbit time. You know what I mean? It's one of those fun tidbits, but you don't think about it. It doesn't register. Nothing about it. Like, you never look at stuff and go, oh, I need to get Coca-Cola products. Like, I'm not some brainwashed fucking clown who just ends up getting, like, tons of fucking Coca-Cola products. I definitely haven't been brainwashed by the fucking Christmas stuff, right? Like, I'm not wearing Coca-Cola socks right now. I'm not drinking Coca-Cola Barks right now. The funny thing is Santa has no influence on this. And I don't actually think about him when I think about Christmas. But then I realized I have a ton of Coca-Cola Christmas socks on, and it's a hilarious thing to bring up. But yeah. So at this point, they succeeded in making it Santa's image so much that we've just taken it and nobody thinks, like, he's always been like that since I was a kid. And it was never connected to Coca-Cola for me. So it didn't have a long-lasting impact in that way. Doesn't bother me, man. Like, for me, Christmas isn't religious at all either, because I'm not religious. So Like, it's funny. People go, oh, Christmas is a religious holiday. And I'm like, is it? And it's like, listen to the Christmas music. And it's like, as the Savior is born. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? It's right in there, bro. It's right in the name. Shit. Okay. I see your point. I see your point. You know what I mean? I mean, my mom took me to church when I was a kid, so whatever, right? But to me, none of that's connected to it. Christmas is just an awesome time to have the best vibes. I love Christmas. I love it. Sheldon, that's pretty wild, man. That's pretty wild, bro. Concrete Dragonlance put you onto the old Magic lore books? Nice. Dragonlance was my first foray into fantasy novels. And then the Magic novels, I just got them when they started coming out. I was like, oh, cool, Arena and whatever. A lot of them didn't show up in the store. So a lot of them I didn't know existed. I missed out on a ton of the novels. I don't think they were terribly popular. I am very fortunate that I literally own every Magic the Gathering novel over there. And I've realized that I want every Dragonlance novel now, too. So, I want to make a trip down to... There's a used bookstore downtown, and I'm hoping that maybe they'll have some Dragonlance novels down there so I can start my collection, you know? Are there Dark Sun Funko Pops? Dark Sun. Oh! Speaking of Dark Sun, bro. I have the old TSR Dark Sun games. Did you ever play those? The ones with the fucking slave pits and the crazy stats where you can have strength up to 25 and the defilers and dragons and stuff. Dark Sun was wild. Dark Sun is a crazy, crazy world that Wizards is not. If they ever bring it back, it'll just be the name. They'll be like, let's use the name, boys. You know what I mean? They're not bringing it back. There's too much stuff in there they got too much of a problem with. And they're just like, nope. Never mind. It's wild. It's a distinctly different Dungeons and Dragons world to play on. But I have the computer games. I got them because Amazon Prime gives you free games, and they have I have a good old games account now because Amazon gives you free games, and I've gotten like 60 fucking free games from them because every like month or two with one of my Amazon accounts, I will get a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime. I will cancel it before I get charged. But for that 30 days, you can sign up. I can literally go and put a Twitch Prime subscription. Because Amazon Prime gives you Twitch Prime. And Twitch Prime will let you subscribe to my Twitch channel. And then I get a couple bucks from that. So I can subscribe to my own Twitch channel and get a couple bucks out of that. I have access to all the Amazon movies for that month. I get the fucking discounts from the ship on Amazon Prime. And then they have free games they give away on the Epic Store, on Steam, and on Good Old Games. And I hoard up all those too. And the old TSR Dungeons and Dragons games, they've been batching them. So it's literally like, here's 7 fucking games. Here's Pools of Radiance. Or this one's here, go. Here's the fucking 3 Eye of the Beholders. Here's the Forgotten Realms one. They're literally giving to you in groups for free. It's crazy. And by the way, Epic Games is giving away free games every day now. They started a few days ago, and it's going to go, I think, until the new year, but definitely until Christmas. They're giving away free games. Today's game is like a $51 game. They give away some okay games, and they also give away big, good titles. And it's free, bro. Like, it's just another variation of Steam, essentially, right? They just keep giving away free games, hoping that you'll have a big enough collection that you'll consider buying stuff from them, or whatever it is. They're just hoping to get you used to the platform and consider buying from them, too. And so I go and get free games from them all the time. Every day I log in for a free game. Larry, you visited a used bookstore in Woodstock and they had one Dragonlance novel? Back in the day, I got all the Dragonlance novels that way. Combat, you found the Arena novel on the new release shelf of the bookstore and you're reading it in class and another kid got excited talking about magic? That's cool. See, I got it actually at the LGS. Defective, you've got one kicking around? That's dope, man. Concrete, you wish we had the lore and books for Magic to bring the books back. There is a book coming out in a few months when the Strixhaven set does. Larry, you managed to pick up Eve of the Maelstrom? Oh, there's a bunch of Dragonlance books I don't know about. That's the crazy thing. I thought I had read them all. And then I went and looked at the list and I'm like, have I only read maybe half? Wow. There's a bunch that I have not read, apparently. So that's actually pretty exciting. Combo, you've read more than 100 Dragonlance books? See, when I hear that, I'm like, I've read maybe 30, and I thought I read them all. Spurl, what's up, bro? Merry Christmas, son. Luke, what's up, brother? Teferi missed the notification. It's fine. The stream started at a weird time, so everything has been a little bit out of whack, man. A little bit out of whack, but that's how it goes. You roll with it, right? You roll with it. I'm looking forward to 2026 being a smoother, happier year. But I gotta get going. But before I do, we got a random surprise bag. So let's see what's in here. I wonder if the camera is. Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll just do it this way. That's fine. It's not like you need a close-up look on whatever's in here. You guys like surprise bags? I do. I love randomness. Oh, I already see something I like in there. Bum, 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 bum. Got some chewing gums. I do like that. Got a fruit style chewing gum. A little Tootsie Pop. Look at this little guy. We got a little bird. There's your toy. Random bird. Another Tootsie Pop. Combat, yeah, man, if you want to share the list of books in the Discord, go for it, dude. Random smooth gumball. A sucker. Remember these coming in big, long strips? I loved those. Like a big bandolier of suckers. Another piece of this gum. I'm down with that. A tube of Pez things. This is like, what? They just obviously had random crap kicking around. Come on, man. How do you know if I even have a Pez dispenser? I guess you can eat it without it, so whatever. And then we get an orange Tootsie Pop. And then this is a mouth coloring bubble gum with extra dyes. And some of these square caramels. Overall, actually, I gotta say, not a bad haul candy-wise. Like, I expected there to be more inedible junk in here. So that's all right. I tore the bag up pretty bad, though. Oh, well. The bag the socks came in. So, yeah, they're having a special where when you buy 3 bottles of Barks, they give you a pair of socks. So, I've just been going and buying pop, and they've kept giving me Christmas socks. So, I put some in the, because we do that charity where they do stockings for the elderly. So, we put together a bunch of stockings, and I had extra socks just, so I was like, put them in there. They're nice and Christmassy. Yeah, Jess, there's tons of niche things that people are like, this is amazing, but everyone else is like, I don't even know what that is, man. All right, my friends, thanks for coming and hanging out for the holiday roast. I gotta get going, but I will catch up with you guys again soon, all right? So maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how things go, all right? So peace out for now. Stay safe. Stay off the drugs. Stay off those fucking drugs.